Right, mate, Slime here, and I just want to bring this up, like, a thing that I noticed in the menu. But, like, if you look at Cecil, and this is going to ruin it for, a few people, but why is there more of his finger, of his right shoulder, than there is of his left shoulder? Like, you'd think that his, like, actual icon would be symmetrical, but it's just not. Especially from that angle, but yeah, whatever. Let's continue on our journey. He's down there. Cecil runs over to take a peek and he just jumps. The water doesn't even... What? How is it that Cecil just jumped like... He jumped like, what, 80 feet out of a waterfall? And then lands in like waist deep water and then sinks? I don't even know how that works. Alright, more toads. Oh yeah, toads are actually weak to ice because we all know toads are actually dragon type. But yeah, before. Wait, what am I? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Why can't I use darkness? And that's precisely why, because I got toaded immediately. But yeah, what's it called? As I was recording before, I heard like a sound from like somewhere in the house, and I thought, what the hell is going on? Like, what's it called? Somewhere in the house. I thought someone had came in actually, but no one had like actually entered the house. Oh, here's the other enemy that I was looking for. So that saves me some time on the bestiary, so makes things easier. But I thought it better not be like, I don't know. I keep joking that, oh, there's an annoying ghost in the house, stuff like that. Now, I actually don't believe in like ghosts and that. Funnily enough though, my mum keeps saying, oh, she's had like, ghostly experiences. I don't believe in ghosts and that. But I remember once, whenever I was younger, it was like, I think it was late at night, and I was in the house on my own, and I went to bed, and then I decided like I needed to go to the toilet, so I went to the toilet, and then got back in bed, but then realised I'd left my bedroom light on, so as I went to turn it off, I think the landing was still, visible and that, and as I turn the light off and then go back to getting me bed, I see something move past the light, like a black floating orb or something, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this. And my first instinct was to beat the crap out of whatever it was, so I chased it into whatever direction I thought it went in from my peripheral vision. So my instinct was, if this was a what's it called, if this was a ghost, to beat the crap out of it. And I don't know why, it was just very funny. Also, I just realised we went the wrong direction. And I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Chaos was here. We were playing some Splatoon and something fell off my shelf like twice within the span of like 20 minutes. Now it's probably because like, I don't know, a heavy vehicle like a bus or a truck went by and it just like shook the house or something. That happens sometimes, but what I think I said is, I think Chaos said something, oh, that might be an angry ghost or something. I said, if it's an angry ghost, it better shut up or I'm gonna beat it up. And I don't know why it's like always the first thing it defaults to. But it is very funny in my opinion. But yeah, we are actually getting a little further into, as we can see, the sea serpent is right there. Well, it was right there. You kill that. You kill them. You kill the little gremlin dudes. Run right up and stab him. Gee, thanks. Because I actually need that awesome. I actually need a lot of MP, to be honest. And I could do with little gremlin men not actually stealing it all. I don't know if we've got like an ether on me or anything I could do with it. Stab him one. And zap all these guys. And we're right in front of like an actual big thing here. Maybe this stops us just to give us like a bit of time to like heal up and that. But yeah, do I have... I actually do have some ethers, that's good. There he is. Yeah, I don't think that was a sea serpent, mate. Watch out. And that's Octomammoth, the second boss in the game. Now, if I remember correctly, because I'm actually not looking at my notes for once, this guy, I think, is actually weak to electricity and that. I'm just going to zap him one. Now, to be honest, from experience, this guy really isn't that tough of a fight. As you can see, we have actually took out one of his tentacles. We're just going to zap him again. We're going to zap him again. So, oh, really, this is the thingy of the boss, is just keep hitting him with stuff. Take out his tentacles. I mean, because he doesn't really need that many, does he? Also, can I just say, I'm actually a really big fan of the boss music in this game. You know, again, I might have already stated that before. I think this is just like a really iconic boss theme. But nobody ever really talks about it. People always talk about the likes of like One Winged Angel and stuff like that. But they never talk about this and how this like straight up appeared in a Mario game. I'm just gonna hold off on that for a second and just keep slapping one. I kind of like how this guy like just inexplicably has like a cone-shaped head for no reason. Hits him with that actually. Actually, tell off. Let's do something funny and recall. I don't know how much it's gonna do, but well, that was actually pretty decent damage. That. Excellent. Ooh, excellent. Isn't that Mr. Burns who says that? He's weakening. That's probably the least effective thing he could do. Set a water creature on fire. I mean, granted, they do actually like cook octopuses, but I mean, that kind of only works whenever they're actually out of the water. Yeah, this guy is like really easy, to be honest. Like, he's probably the least threatening boss in this game, to be honest. I'd argue even the first boss is more difficult than this guy. I mean, I was gonna say all he really does is just take damage. He doesn't really like do a lot of damage himself. And just about, as I was saying that, I was gonna say he just might take a little while to go down just because he's a bit of a damage sponge at this point in the game. But I mean, he really isn't. He's just dead. And damn soon he's just behind the waterfall. Classic JRPG thing is behind a waterfall. Then again, it's not even just JRPGs, it's just video games in general. Because even Zelda has got like the whole Zora's Domain behind a waterfall. Also, yeah, that doesn't look particularly good. Pretty sure they just like did a drive-by and drop bombs on it. Fantastic use of Mode 7 though. I think the Final Fantasy fans that are watching already know what's going to happen. I think they already know what's coming. He stole the crystal. The bombardment was too much. I mean, the state of the place is pretty evident it's too much. How are you guys even speaking? Healing pots upstairs. Is that just the same guy? Did he climb up the stairs or something? Is that? It is. It's Anna. You're that bad. Anna ran away because of you. And here we go. We all know what's going to happen. You spoony bard! One of the most iconic moments from this game. Probably one of the most iconic Final Fantasy moments. Tell him he's actually trying to kill this guy. Please listen. What's it called? Yeah, you spoony bard is like such an iconic thing. It was actually believed for the longest time to actually have been a translation error, but it's because a lot of people don't actually know what spoony means. A lot of people think spoony means to be like goofy, but it actually means to be like in love, to be like in love in a silly degree. But I think a lot of people misinterpreted it as, you know, being silly. I mean, like it says there, Edward and Anna are in love. Still, and you couldn't find without consent, and then you're attacked by Baron's Red Wings, their commander Golbez. I've never heard of Golbez before. Who is it? I don't know. His strength was beyond words. So this is why I don't normally read, you know, like the JRPG text out loud, because whenever I read it, I just go into reading mode and just start like talking monotonous. How did I just say? Turn monotonous into monotonous? But yeah, Edward's just kind of lost everyone. And, well, this kind of causes Teller to have a change of heart. He starts kind of thinking, well, maybe if Anna actually saved Edward and loved him that much that she wanted to finger, maybe Edward isn't really the terrible, creepy bard that he thought he was. And Edward is, well, you'll see what he's like. Teller's going on a bit of a revenge quest now. He really wants to kill someone right now. Teller just straight up picks up and throws Cecil across the room, which is impressive considering he's an old man and Cecil is kind of a young guy in armour. Teller just straight up, he didn't just leave the party because like, oh, I have to go. No, Teller just said, right, that's it, bog off you lot, and then he just walked out. Stop crying. You're a grown up, not supposed to cry. This scene, by the way, in the DS is a lot different, because essentially what you see here is it's implied that Cecil hit him, whereas in the DS version he straight up full on punches him with a gauntlet right in the mouth. Which is just outright amazing. Cecil's asking Edward for help with Rosa, and because Edward's like, I don't want to see someone else's loved one die, I'm going to help you. I'm going to get you a antlion sand ruby. And so we need to go to a place near Kaipo, and Edward's joined our party. Now, Edward is kind of an infamous character in all versions of this game, barring like the Game Boy Advance version, Edward is kind of known for being the worst character in the game. Like, the actual worst character in the game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. In the Game Boy Advance version of the game, though, he has kind of a funny quirk that at like level 99 he unironically becomes really good. But let's... This is harder to navigate than it is on the DS version, because on the DS version I actually... figure. Now this place here is the Antlion Cave. New area, and you know what that means. New encounters. First off, Domovoi. Just a better goblin really, nothing really special about it. You've also got the yellow jelly, which is like the yellow version of the red moose or whatever it's called. As you can tell by the colour and the slime and the whole thing, weak to lightning, high defences. There's also the basilisk, which can cast petrify, so you might want to watch out for that. The adamantoise, which is just kind of, well, big turtle, so it's weak to ice. Finally, we've also got the Lesher, which is also not really anything too special. And actually, first of all, can I just say, I actually love the atmosphere both in this version of the game and the DS version of the game, because in this version of the game, it's got like a sandy filter over it to make it, you know, it's quite dusty in that. Because Kaipo's like the desert area. And then in the DS version of this game, also, wow, we managed to see like literally every new enemy at once. But yeah, there is like maybe like 2 other enemies that you can encounter here, but that's like 3 enemies all at the same time that we've encountered, and I think this is like a rare enemy formation. But yeah, in the DS version of this game, the Antlion's Den is actually, it's got like plants and that, and there's like cracks in the ceiling where like sunlight comes from. It's only level 6! That's kind of hilarious, to be honest. Like I said, Edward's kind of a mean character. Here's another one of the enemies, which I actually, when I first saw the name Domovoi, I thought it was like, I thought it had something to do with like Doom or something. So I thought, oh, these guys must be like upgraded goblins, which is what they kind of are. But no, apparently Domovoi is just like another name for a Dobby, aka a hobgoblin, which is a goblin that does chores in the house. And if you remember correctly, aren't even aggressive. So, first of all, I'm not entirely too sure why they're enemies in this game. Probably just because it sounds interesting. And yeah, what's it called? This is just going to be... Oh, really is like insta-killing goblins right now. We've got a 7-year-old little girl here who's already on a murdering spree of goblins, so shout-outs to her. We also have Edward here, but yeah, we don't really need to talk about Edward. Edward has kind of a unique ability in this, but it's like completely useless. He has the ability to just straight up run away from battles. And by run away, I mean like he leaves and not the rest of your party. And to be honest, like at this point, it is like getting on in the video. So Edward's almost dead, by the way. Edward's like got hit once and almost died. See, that's what I said. Edward just like straight up leaves. He just kind of turned around, looked at Cecil and Rydia and said like, "See you later, alligator," and then just ran off. See, that joke works is because there was an enemy earlier called the alligator. But I think, you know, to be honest, it might actually be a wise move given like the part of the episode that we're at now to actually just tent up and call it an episode. And the next episode we can see what the hell's going on in the rest of this cave. So if you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, rate, bell, subscribe, other stuff. Look at the other videos on my channel probably. Write a comment saying, wow, this video is really bad, and you told us to write that this video is really bad and the thing is, so don't feel bad about it, or I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!